Fiskarma, I'm Effy, and today I'm doing the coffee book tag, which is really exciting. If you know anything about me in real life, you know that coffee is like my thing, and I love coffee and all kinds of coffee. I'll drink almost any coffee unless it's really bad, but I'm super excited to do this tag, and I've had some coffee. A couple announcements before we get started. On Monday, I'll be starting the Ripsat Readathon, and so there will be a video with like my TBR and my vlogs and all that stuff, and I haven't posted that regularly, and I'm really doing my darndest, but I'm also just like trying to focus on school because I want to get into college. Let's get started. Number 1, Black. A book that's tough to get into but has hardcore fans. You've probably heard me talk about this book a lot. I had a hard time getting into it. I actually didn't finish it until the 3rd time I tried to go through it. And then when I did get through it, I loved it, and that's Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I'm one of the hardcore fans. I love me some Outlander. Honestly, one of my favorite books of all time now. Now that I've gotten through it, I had a hard time getting past the I don't know, just the beginning, because I thought it started off kind of slow, and then it just like picked up and it got super cool, and it was so good, and I loved it so much. So number 2, Peppermint Mocha, a bookworm series that gets more popular around the holiday / a festive time of year. When it's obvious, I chose everything Harry Potter. I have the Cursed Child right now. Yeah, anything and everything Harry Potter just gets real popular around Christmas. I don't know why. I guess it's because it snows a lot at Hogwarts. I'm ready for the winter time now so I can reread Harry Potter again. Number 3, Hot Chocolate, your favorite children's book. Now, since I just said Harry Potter for the last question, I'm not going to do it for this question, so I really had to think and figure out another children's book that I love, and I came up with The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. I love this book. It is amazing. I've read it like a billion times, and now that I'm talking about it, I really want to read it again. Yeah, this book is about a boy, and his family's killed by a man named Jack, I think. I think that's actually how it describes him. Yes, the man Jack kills his family, and except for him, and he toddles off to the graveyard, and he's met by these ghosts, and they're like, oh my god, it's a baby, we gotta raise this baby, and they name him Nobody, and I think the man Jack comes back eventually, and is like, oh my god, it's that kid that got away from me, and then brouhaha ensues. But it's really good. I love it so much, and it starts off with some pictures. Honestly, I love Neil Gaiman. I think he's a genius. I've only read this book, but I still think he's a genius, and I have another one of his books I need to read soon, and I want to read. Number 4, Double Shot, a book that kept you on your seat from start to finish. I'm going with Anything and Everything by Sarah J. Maas, but the 2 that especially did this were A Court of Mist and Fury and Empire of Storms. In fact, I'm still in the Empire of Storms mourning period. Save Aelin 2K17, and I'm mad the next one's not coming out until May 1st, 2018? What? And I mean, I'm really excited for the Act of War, but I like marathon Queen of Shadows and Empire of Storms. If you don't know, Throne of Glass is about an assassin, and she gets chosen to be in this competition to be the king's assassin, and brouhaha ensues, and then everything is just not as it seems in this kingdom, and she kind of figures out that it's sketchy once she gets there, and this is book 5 out of 6 of the Throne of Glass. And if you don't know about this, it's about a girl named Farah, and she is essentially just swept up into this Fae realm for reasons that escape me. The first book, A Court of Thorns and Roses, is loosely based on Beauty and the Beast, and this one, shit hits the fan. It's crazy. The next one's coming out. I really want to say that it's coming out in May. I'm really super excited to read it. Comment below if you had problems with the binding of your ACOMAF, because I had a lot of problems with the binding of mine. Number 5, A Book You See Everywhere. And I actually don't have a copy of this book. Twilight. I see Twilight everywhere. Everyone has a very strong opinion about it. They love it or they hate it. I love it just mostly because it has this feeling of nostalgia. I understand that it is not a fantastic book by any means, but I still love it. Number 6, Hipster Coffee Shop Give a Book by an indie author. Shout out. I'm going with Sword of Sand by John Oden, and this is about this guy named William Giles. I don't know, I'll have to ask him how he pronounces this character. And his boss's girlfriend tries to skip town, and then Giles is sent to go get her, and then brouhaha ensues essentially. I haven't read this since it was released, but I would like to give it a shout out because it was written by my dad. You could get this on Amazon if you would like to. I think that the price has gone crazy, but it is World War II historical fiction. It's very good. I read a lot of my dad's work, and his writing style is amazing, and not just saying that because he's my dad. Like, if it weren't good, I wouldn't be giving him a shout out because I wouldn't want him to humiliate himself, but this is really good. I'll link it down below. And if there's something wrong with it, just send me a tweet or an Instagram message or something, and I will get right on it so I can get you that book. Oops, I accidentally got Decaf, a book you expected more from. This one was like a no-brainer, Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. I hated this book. I loved Red Queen, but this book had such bad second book syndrome that I have not bought King's Cage yet because I am so just hesitant. It's not a dig on Victoria Aveyard herself. I follow her on like all kinds of social media and I think she's a lovely person. I haven't met her, but I think she's lovely. But this book, I did not enjoy it. I expected so much out of it, I got the signed first edition. The Perfect Blend, a book or series that was both bitter and sweet, but very satisfying. Another no-brainer, the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. This was the most devastating love triangle I have ever read, but it was so good and so beautiful, and I loved it, and it was amazing. I loved all of the characters. I didn't want it to be over. This is so bittersweet, like you're just like crying for happiness and sadness at the same time, because it's like your ship is sailing, but also your other ship is just sinking. And Will Herondale's in it, Jem Carstairs, Tessa Gray, all those characters that are found, or I guess Jem Carstairs and Tessa Gray are the only ones that are in her other books. They all originate here. Green Tea, a book or series that is quietly beautiful. I'm choosing a book that I'm currently rereading and I'm just being reminded how beautiful it really is, and that's The Star Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi. I read this first for Booktubeathon, and so you know I kind of sped through it. It became one of my all-time favorite books. It's beautiful. Next one's coming out on this coming Tuesday, 28th of March, and I'm very excited, and I'm actually going to go pre-order it as soon as I'm done filming this. But it's very beautiful. It is about this girl named Mayavati, and she has this horoscope, and it says she's meant to be paired with death. She's going to have this marriage that puts her on the brink of destruction and peace, and everyone's really mean to her, and then her dad sets up this marriage and is like, okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to choose your suitor here. And then the night before she's supposed to do this, her dad comes up to her and is like, yeah, by the way, I'm gonna need you to kill yourself. And she's gonna do it, and then this guy comes up and is like, screw that, come with me, and he takes her to the other world, and she knows nothing about him. She has to figure out who he is, but no one can tell her who he is or where she is, and there's no living things except for her new husband, and the advisor. And there's this big who do I trust here, and then at the last minute when something's gone down, she realizes that she trusted the wrong person, and it's crazy. And there's a talking horse who's kind of loopy. Chai Tea, a book or series that makes you dream of far off places. I couldn't narrow this one down, so I'm gonna have to just do all of them. Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. Anything by Sarah J. Maas. The Star Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi. These all just make me dream of these other worlds and these other beings, and they're so cool, and I love them so much. Last but not least, Earl Grey, your favorite classic. Another one that I could not narrow down. So I have Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll, which I love and a lot of people love, and if you don't love it, you're crazy. Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen, another one that a lot of people love, and it's hilarious and beautiful and lighthearted, but only kind of. And then Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Very dark, not lighthearted. I love it, and it's my favorite book of all time. That is all for the coffee book tag. Leave any questions you have below for a Q&A that I'm going to do one day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave comments down below. Tweet me, add me on Instagram, and become part of my little group that discusses books together. That's all. I'll see you next time. Bye!